Hello learners. Today we are starting with division. Division is one of the four basic math operations and it helps us split things fairly. We will learn the parts of division, understand what the answer means, and then practice with many examples.
So what is division? Division means equal sharing or grouping. If you have candies and you want to give the same number to your friends, you are using division. If you want to put things into equal groups, that is also division. Now let us learn the words used in division. The dividend is the number we divide. The divisor is the number that divides. The quotient is the answer. The remainder is what is left over. For example, in 359 divided by 6 equals 59 remainder 5, 359 is the dividend, 6 is the divisor, 59 is the quotient, and 5 is the remainder. We can also check division with a simple rule. Divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder equals dividend. For example, 8 times 14 plus 2 equals 114. This means the answer is correct. Checking your work is a smart habit because it helps you catch mistakes quickly. There are two very important points to remember in division. First, always start from the highest value. That means begin with the biggest place value on the left. Second, the remainder must always be smaller than the divisor. Here's a trick to be aware of. If the remainder is bigger than the divisor, the division is not finished correctly. Now let us learn some simple properties of division. If you divide a number by 1, the answer stays the same. If you divide a number by itself, the answer is 1. If you divide 0 by a number, the answer is 0. But division by 0 is not allowed. That is an error. We cannot divide by 0 because it does not make sense in mathematics. Now we practice division by a one-digit number. Look at 649 divided by 7. The quotient is 92 and the remainder is 5. We do it step by step, starting from the left and keep subtracting until we finish. This is the standard long division method. Now let us divide a 4-digit number by a one-digit number. Look at 4589 divided by 6. The quotient is 764 and the remainder is 5. This shows that even bigger numbers can be divided using the same careful step-by-step method. Now we move to division by a 2-digit number. Look at 5975 divided by 14. The quotient is 426 and the remainder is 11. This kind of division is a little longer, but the idea is the same. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down the next digit. Let us learn to divide by 10, 100, and 1000. When we divide by 10, we move one place to the right. When we divide by 100, we move 2 places to the right. When we divide by 1000, we move 3 places to the right. For example, 58 divided by 10 equals 5, remainder 8. And 3115 divided by 10 equals 311, remainder 5. Now we divide by 100 and 1000. For 37,893 divided by 100, the quotient is 378 and the remainder is 93. For 94,895 divided by 1000, the quotient is 94 and the remainder is 895. The remainder is the part that is not fully divided, so it stays at the end. Let's try dividing by multiples of 10 and 100. For example, 6,832 divided by 50. The quotient is 136 and the remainder is 32. For this kind of division, we first think about the number as groups of 10 or 100 and then divide carefully. Here's a trick to be aware of. When the divisor is a multiple of 10, do not rush. Think about the place value first. Here's an interesting example for you. There are 996 students and each bus has 24 seats. How many buses are needed for all the students? Here's how we can solve such problems. We divide 996 by 24. The answer is 41 buses with 12 students left over. But those 12 students still need one more bus, so the total becomes 42 buses. This is a very important idea. In real life, we often need to round up when there is a remainder. Let's try another word problem. There is 1,520 centimeters of ribbon, and we cut it into pieces of 30 centimeters each. How many pieces is the ribbon divided into? The answer is 50 pieces, with 20 centimeters left over. But 20 centimeters is too short for another full piece of 30 centimeters, so we stop at 50 pieces. Here's a trick to be aware of. If the remainder is smaller than the piece size, it cannot make one more full piece. We hope you have understood the topic well. For more content, explore EduRev app.